Hello everyone, Susan for SLC Aquatics here. I hope you all are having a good Friday. Sorry for the delay. I didn't expect things to go quite the way they did, but we're glad to have you with us. And I know y'all may be excited, you may not be excited about who my guest is. Who do we still have with us? We got Danny, we got Dr. Ridpeel, we got Rob Hicks, we got Nisi. We got Victor. We got Michael Eugenio. Hello everybody. Pretty soon, the person that is sitting right here will be present. Right now, they're a little delayed, but pretty soon this person will be here. I know y'all can't stand it. Hello, Corona Ken. Can't stay long, date night in the village. All right, Ken, have a good time. Okie Rogue, hello. We wanted to let everybody know that we've had a good Friday. My guests did make it in, and on the table behind me, they brought me some, I think red cherry shrimp and some kind of plant right here. She'll have to tell you what it's called. The Bearded Fish Keeper, hello. Turbo Fish, hello. Daryl Dimer, hello. Rob Hicks, hello Rob. In the washroom, LOL. Darcy Island Queen is here, and I'm kind of excited. I don't know if you see my pink rosy cheeks, but I always love meeting fish fam people. And well, hey Jenna, Jenna's in the house. Hey Jenna, hope you're having a good Friday. I know pretty soon my guest is going to join me, and I know y'all are probably dying to know who it is, so I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm going to let this person join us. We're hoping to do a good hangout, talk fish, talk fish fam plans. I know several of y'all are getting ready to go to the aquatic experience in a couple weeks in Chicago. I'm not going to make it because I'm new at this and I didn't make plans to do it. Plus my job right now won't, I don't have time in my schedule to get off. So maybe in the future I'll be able to make some trips. Michael says I need to visit Susan. Yes, Michael. Are you not going to be sitting right here? Huh? I did say she. So does that give it away? Okay. Some of y'all might know and some of you might not. It's Nisi, I bet. That would be awesome. I know y'all going to be guessing. Yes, it's female. So everybody hearing me and seeing me fine? I got my Susan for SLC Aquatics shirt on. And Michael, I hope you're having a good week. I know you're away from the office, so that must be really nice. Hope you and the kids, and well, kids, your wife and your kid, your young son are having a good time. So what y'all been doing on Friday? Y'all been working? Because it's 4:30 my time, Central Time. Rob Hicks says it's Corey. Corey's not a she. I hope Corey's feeling good. Anybody talk to Corey? Corona Ken says, I think female was a distracting clue. Must be Angelo. Y'all gonna get in trouble. Oh, this is fun. I'm having problems, guys. Y'all can help me maybe. Something's going on. After a water change, my pretty blue-green Moscows, one of them, a little girl has the wasting disease, and after a water change, she broke out in ick all over her body. So I am doing the 1/3 water change with ICX treatment, and her body has cleared up. She's passing stringy poo this morning, which probably means internal parasites. I do, within this whole room, use the same pump and the same gravel vac, but I rinse the gravel vac after every water change. So I don't know if it's in the water or what. Hi, Kingly. Yeah, my heart's broken. I've lost a male and a female, and now I have a female with wasting disease. The only thing that I have done lately is started treating them with a little bit of dried bloodworms. So I think I'm going to throw the dried bloodworms out, just ditch it. And 2 weeks ago, I think I was adding too much liquid ferts that caused a problem. So I did, I've done probably 4 water changes, and I've not added any more ferts. Everybody else is doing good, but that one girl, she may pick back up. So fingers crossed. If y'all can help out with it, let's see. I know it's what's her name for that other channel, I bet. Yeah, King Lee, my heart's sad. Hey, Dean. And also, what else was it? I did water changes downstairs, and I lost a female in my cobra, my yellow cobra, or yellow snakeskin tank. And I always double my stress coat. And then I did water changes Wednesday, and my bed has been acting funny in the 5-gallon. So it's got to be our water. Chris's fish room. Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone. Just opened Fish Fam stickers from Jadron Aquatics. All right. Congratulations, Chris. I know it feels like Christmas, doesn't it? Too much ferts is no good in big crowds. Plus, it was a 5-gallon, Rob. So I know I put too much ferts in because each squirt is for a 10-gallon. So, King Lee, Mommy didn't do good in killing 2 of our babies. But this girl here with the wasting disease, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Turbofish says 1 tablespoon of aquarium salt per 5 gallons with warmer water, 82 to 85. It'll help. Thank you, Turbofish. The first day I did raise the temperature to probably 80 degrees because right now it is 78, and it's one of those preset heaters, so I can't raise the temperature to 82 and 85. So I put a blanket over it and left the light on, and that warmed the water up. And I did put a half a teaspoon of aquarium salt because it's a 5-gallon. I don't have, according to the box, it said 1 rounded teaspoon per 10 gallons. So I did a half a teaspoon of aquarium salt, and I started the ICX. Like buttons, gals and girls, guys and gals. The King of Animal Care says, hope she gets better. Sometimes life is not fair. That's true. Don't know what's going on, and I know 2 times a year our water companies can put too many chemicals in our water. So Corona Ken says ditto with what Turbo said about the salt. Fishman, hi Susan. Hello Fishman. Hello Michael and Darcy and King Lee and Dean and Chris and Turbo and Jenna and all these other folks that's in here. Nisi, It's still on the, Susan is still on the road. Live stream bumped back 30 minutes. Thanks for your understanding. Thanks, Nisi. I know Nisi's probably lurking. Danny says, SLC Aquatics. Hi, Susan. Danny, are you still here? Hope everybody's having a great time. We went out to eat from the long road trip that my guest went on. Turbo says the salts absorb the ick, Susan. Add another serving if you feel comfortable. Well, I do have some guppy grass in there, and I know if I put too much salt in there, Turbo, it's going to melt my guppy grass. And I removed the guppy grass once and rinsed it in chlorine dip, and then I brought it back after I rinsed it with some dechlorinated. Okay, everybody, drum roll. I'm getting ready to reveal my guest. Guest, come on in. Come on in. Everybody, welcome my guest, Miss Jenna Tucker Aquariums, all the way from Georgia. Okay.
Can I read it?
Can you read this?
Okay, yeah, I can read it. I'm nervous.
Sometimes well, welcome to the house.
Thank you.
Welcome to SLC Aquatics.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Aw. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm excited now. You will have to speak up a little bit,
Okay.
or we won't hear you.
Okay.
You know she
I'll
had to
try.
fix herself up. Me, I'm a shaggy little pup. I'm going to have to scoot over a little bit. I'm going to come into the scene, lean into the camera.
Okay.
Yep, opposites.
Okay.
Dean says, hi, Gina Tucker. Gina
Hello.
Tucker. Rob says, I was right. What did I win?
Wow.
Fishman says, hi. Hi. Everybody's saying hi to Gina.
Hello, everybody.
Well, she's got something up her sleeve. I don't know if she wants to relax a few more minutes or not. But I told everybody you brought me some red cherry shrimp.
Yes.
And what is the name of that plant?
Salvinia.
Salvinia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you said it kind of grows kind of evasively?
Yes.
It does?
But it helps with nitrates.
Okay, it's kind of like duckweed, but not
Yes.
as evasive as duckweed.
I've never had duckweed, so I don't know.
Yeah, duckweed's bad.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear Jenna? I talk loud. Don't be nervous, Gina. You're talking to family.
Okay.
Fishman said, just subbed you, King Lee. And Island Queen says, you ladies both look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, do you have anything you want to say?
Maybe in a little bit. I'm kind of nervous right now. So
Are
let
you?
me just
Are
get
you
used to
hot?
it.
Do I need to turn the fan on?
Yeah, it's hot in here.
Hey, Rod, can you turn the fan on for us, please, baby doll?
I'm gonna look at all your fish.
Yeah, see, she hasn't seen the
No.
fish rooms yet. I wouldn't let her. I said she can't see them yet. I got one downstairs where the big
see
tanks
'em, yeah.
are.
I've seen the goldfish ponds, but that's it.
Yeah, and she got to feed the goldfish, y'all.
Well, we haven't been here really much.
Yeah, he's going to plug it in closer to us so we can have, you know, when you got two women in the room that are
Yeah.
full of hot air. Oh, I know you feel odd without Rocky in your lap, too.
Yeah.
She always has Rocky in
That's
her
right.
lap.
You're right.
Let's see what everybody's saying. Great plant for the shrimp. And Michael Eugenia says yes. Nice. Let's see. Don't be nervous. Okay. Thank you. Sub back Fishman. Fishman said yes, loud and clear. Angelo's fish tank says, hi, everyone. Good evening, Susan and Gina. Sorry can't chat, but I'll be listening driving home from work. Okay, Angelo, thank you. And I just hope we don't cause you to wreck.
I can see my silver teeth.
Oh,
Because my braces.
they're pretty.
Mm.
They're pretty. Everybody tell her she's pretty. Michael says, Susan, you need a green Oasis farm shirt for your background. Yes, Michael. Send one away. Dwayne Kitchell's in the house. All ladies live stream. Well, we didn't intend it to be an all ladies because it's not on Google's. So it's just us girls, guys, girls. Corona Ken says, "Hi, Angelo. You were my second guest." Did you hear what was going on?
Yeah, I read it.
Yep. Corona Ken said I was throwing everybody off by saying she, so he guessed Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
I said, y'all gonna get in trouble. Angelo's not a she.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, you got my energy level up to here because I've been waiting for this moment. I've been excited about seeing you and having you in the house. It was wonderful and great when I visited your house in July, and when you said that you were going to make plans to come to Birmingham, I was like, oh wow. And then you had so many problems that came up that tried to hinder you, and it did hinder you or delay you by one day. But you're here on Friday, and everybody was waiting from Tuesday night for Thursday night, but we had to postpone it till Friday. But she has overcome her obstacles with the help of the Lord, and He has blessed her and is going to bless her even more while she's here. And God is blessing me since she's here, and I just can't wait to see what the next 12, 14 hours is going to really I told her she's
live stream all night long.
Yeah, we'll probably have to switch
over.
over.
Marathon.
We'll have to switch over to Google's later because we can do 8 hours with Google's. And we're gonna leave this station and go to the downstairs fish room where the laptop is. The reception's wireless, so the visual and the audio may not be as great, but we're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna show her some tricks of the trade. So I guess they're waiting for us.
So what are we going to talk about?
Did you happen to put the t-shirt on?
No.
No. I gave her one of my shirts.
Yes.
So I thought we would be twins tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought we were going to wear each other's shirts.
Well,
we can do that later.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go with all this other stuff going on to see about having shirts made.
Okay.
But I want to go local and try to get them done. I think I can get them cheaper.
Yeah.
Better.
Well, I just sent one to Ken in the UK, and it was $12.50 to mail it to England, and not bad because if I had it shipped to me, I would have paid for my shipping, and then his shipping would have been $9.45. So I just sent it straight from Teespring to him, and so he'll get his probably the middle of November.
Okay.
And
it's not bad, really.
Anyway, if everybody has not been to Jenna's channel, I want to call you Jenna. Gina Tucker Aquariums. Go to her channel and sub her. And I think during all of her hassle she had yesterday, she did a beautiful fish room tour. And it started in her living room from her front door into her fish room. And you ought to see this girl's fish room. I have not been there in person to see it because when I was there, everything was still in the dining room, living room. She had a couple of them sitting in the floor in the extra bedroom floor and with some fry and some other fish in it. And but since then, for a girl who was downsizing, when she sold me her 55, she blew up. She blew up. She built all of her stands, all of her racks. She has even done artwork, handcrafted artwork in her fish room. She's got a beautiful apistogramma cockatory orange flash hanging on her wall that is, I don't know, 3 feet, 3 feet in diameter. And just a wonderful, personalized. There's so much of her in her fish room. I told her, you've got to look around and you got to help me because I want this room, and especially the room downstairs, to scream Susan for SLC Aquatics. So she knows I'm known as the Fish Fam Mom. So we got to have a little Fish Fam Mom going on, and some, I don't know, y'all start sounding out some characteristics that about me. What words come to mind when you think of Susan for SLC Aquatics? That's a good question. Yeah, she's crazy for one thing.
No.
She's old.
No. You're not old.
Fishman says, Susan, do you have a Teespring shirt for sale? Yes, I do. I have several for sale. So if any of my mods will go to teespring.com/Susan, let's say /SLC Aquatics store and get that link going for me, I'd appreciate it because my hands are full right now. Michael says, I'm very impressive. I will sub. See?
Oh, good.
See? Fishman said, Susan, okay, he asked that. Okie Rogue says, all heart. Thank you, Okie. Corona Ken says, Gina has one of the most interesting fish rooms I've ever seen.
Okay.
See, I told you. I told her. I've been trying to encourage her because she's bashful, but I see that this girl's going to come out of her bashful shell like a turtle shedding his turtle shell and running this race and beating that rabbit. Got somebody. Avon calling.
It's the Kirby man.
It's Robin again. And you're supposed to be getting a nap. Can you unplug my doorbell? Yeah, you know, things happen. Dogs bark, doorbells ring, UPS man comes. The last time my doorbell rang while I was on live stream, somebody hollered, Avon calling. I think that was CJ Black. Do you know her from Arkansas?
I think I've seen the name on
She
the stream.
won my gift prize for the 500 sub box.
Okay.
And Island Queen says, wow, I got to check out Gina Fish Room video. Sounds cool. Yep, everybody check out her video tour. Dwayne says, been busy lately. You can see why on my new upload. So excuse me for being light on watching Fish Fam. Okay, Dwayne, we're going to check out yours too. Michael and Eugenio says, we've all been shy at one time. Time to break out.
Well, I was supposed to start a new thing October, and one thing after another. It's just, so I'm like, okay, well, hopefully Monday. It's still October.
Yes, it is.
I can start Monday.
Okay.
Week after week, something comes up, and people keep doing stuff, and I'm like, you're getting so close to what I wanted to do. I better do it before somebody thinks I'm copying them. So.
Well, I mean, that can happen sometimes. Yeah. We all get the same brainwave sometimes. But you can put a disclaimer out there on your first live stream and say, you know, I'm not copycatting anybody. This was an idea. It just wasn't the same time that you released yours. And because I think I did that with the Planted Tank series, because Corey and Joel at Corvus Ocean, they did the Planted Tank podcast video. And I said, I was scheduled before y'all came out, you know, to do the Planted Tank. So anyway, I wanted to let Corey know and Joel know that I wasn't copycatting them. And then Jeremy at Sergeant Tank and I did part 2 on Thursday night. Turbo Fish says, surprises. That's what... surprises. That's what Joel does. Internet. Did I scare you? Lord help me. Turbo must be from Joel's channel, because when they do hashtag surprises, Joel has to scream surprises. South Florida African Cichlids is in the house. Hello. Hey, Susan. Hello, everyone. Yes, I recently went and watched one of his videos, and I enjoyed it so much. It was on how to properly clean a sponge filter. And I let him know it was so detailed and so easy to understand. And he did an excellent videography of his actual video. And I just complimented him on it. And anyway, we kind of connected. Dwayne Kitchell says, Gina, don't be shy. Just say what you got to say. We are all family here. So that's the
Okay.
second time.
Okay.
Corona Kinson, how does the song go? Life is what happens while we plan.
That's right.
Yep, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Fishman says hi to South Florida cichlids and more. Fish Person's Vlogs is in the house. Yo, any tips for pygmy cities? Pygmy cities? Are you talking
Pygmy
about
quarries.
pygmy quarries? Okay.
Oh,
Any tips for pygmy? Had you have any
no.
pygmy? I don't have any pygmy quarries. Mine are peppered quarry cats. What, do you have some steerites?
No.
Steerites?
I used to have quarries, but I think the substrate was not good for their barbells.
Okay. Well, I keep gravel in mine,
So
and they do fine. They have really strong barbells.
I'm gonna try it in my 29 after I get all that under control.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, they do.
'Cause I
They
want
do
some.
better in sand substrate. Okay. What you gonna do in your 29?
I want some quarries in there.
Okay. Well, I got 7 of them. How many you want?
I don't know. I need to get my.
I got a 2 breeding trios right now,
Okay.
and I know you're. I'm gonna try to catch a couple algae eaters for you,
Okay.
because you have a tank with some blackbeard algae on it, or hair algae, or both.
The 29 in my fish room has blackbeard algae, but it's only on that piece of driftwood.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Well, when you turn around and look what they've done to that spider wood, they've just about cleared that spider wood.
Okay.
See it? It was all green.
Oh, those are beautiful.
That's my mosaic half moons.
I can't even look at them.
Yeah, they're kind of cloudy because I put guppy grass in there yesterday, because this tank is the one that doesn't have any substrate, and it always wants to go green water. And I said, well, let me add some more guppy grass that will help take some of those nutrients out of the water column.
Those are beautiful. Oh, you got babies. Oh,
And I got fry over there. I got 4 drops in that tank. There's a couple females left over here that I couldn't catch. I was going to make a male fraternity and a female sorority.
yeah.
And there's one red-eyed tetra I have that came with the angelfish. Okay, I guess
big.
I guess we'll join you guys again.
Sorry. There's fish tanks. I had to look.
We got Sasquatch in here and the Amphibian and Fish channel. Hello. Michael says, I got to go catch my flight back to Arizona. Talk to you later. Okay, Michael, safe travels. Rob Hicks asks, gravel is not good for quarries because they're diggers. Yep.
Okay, so I don't need it.
Well, I have gravel in all of my tanks, Rob, except for my 55. And so far, I have not had any problems with my peppered cory cats. Now, my peppered cory cats can be a little on the large size. My female is almost 3.5 inches in length. And, of course, the males are probably an inch, inch and a quarter. They're small, much smaller than the female. Tanks is in the house. Hello, Dank.
Hello.
Him and the poison dart frogs. I know he's got fish too, but the dart frogs fascinate me. Island Queen said bye to Michael. Fishman says hi, Sasquatch. Chris Fishroom says, Susan, Gina, my guppies poop on the plants and the plants die off. Do you know any fish that would help? Well, Chris, it depends on how long your fish tank's been up. Is it cycled? Because anytime you introduce plants to your aquarium, they do a melt back. Most plants do melt back. Guppies pooping on the plants doesn't hurt them at all. Matter of fact, eventually the poop will disintegrate into the substrate and cause great nutrients for those plants. So give those plants some dieback time, 2 to 3 weeks, and some plants take months to grow back. Depends on what they are. Make sure you have good lighting. And what else? If any of your plants do need some ferts, you can do liquid ferts or some root tabs. Anything else?
No, I said it.
I said it. And water changes. Do your water changes. Corona Ken says, if you need some more Beneficial bacteria, I guess BBA? No, BBA, more BBA. I have tons to spare. BBA.
Okay, we give up, please.
Help us out, Ken. That went right up over my
Yeah,
head.
I don't know what.
Rob Hicks says to Chris's fish room, try more circulation in the tanks. Okay, that's a good one.
That would help. Yeah.
The amphibian and fish channel. My female pepper is only 3 inches and my male panda is like ½ an inch. I think the females are going to pop with eggs any day now. Her belly is very big and you can see white circles in her belly.
Cool.
Well, that is cool.
Yeah.
Female cories don't pop with eggs. They do spawn with the male, and they lay, 2 to 3 eggs at a time on the glass, sometimes on the leaves of plants, and even sometimes on the yeah, it's a new feature in chat, so I'm going to hide it. It questioned his comment, Blackbeard algae, and it's okay.
My mom would have questioned Blackbeard algae. Oh, BBA. Oh, why didn't I think of that? We were just talking about it.
Thank you, Ken, and thank you, Sasquatch. YouTube deleted your comment. I didn't delete it.
Thank you.
So BBA would be Blackbeard algae. I did not delete it, so I just want you to know that, Sasquatch. YouTube deleted it. Fishman, I think he might mean Blackbeard algae. Yes, Fishman. Okay, so so Ken is being sarcastic, and he says, if you need more BBA,
okay. I was gonna say,
I have
why would you need more?
tons to spare.
Okay.
Okay. See, I'm sorry to blow that joke. Airhead. Fishman, okay. Cichlid5 says, who is it? I just got here. Okay, hi, Cichlid5. Here is Gina Tucker Aquariums. She is my special guest, and I don't know if you know her or not, so go to her channel and sub her and check out her videos and leave comments and share. And the Amphibian and Fish channel says, oh, thanks for the info. You're welcome, and thanks everybody else who helped. I think Rob kicked in with some circulation there. So, Jenna, what kind of fish do you keep?
I have a Kissengarami that is, he's the oldest fish. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how old he is. I think he's at least 7, 8 years old.
Have you always kept him by himself?
No, he's the one that has survived me learning how to keep fish. He has survived in that tank. Other fish have come and gone, but he is the one that's lived in that tank.
That's awesome.
So, and with him I have tiger barbs. And in my 55 I have neon tetras, a few cardinal tetras. Because the person that was getting them out didn't realize they were getting cardinal.
Okay.
But they charged me the price of the neon. I was like, that's okay.
Hold your thought. Chris Guston is in the house.
Chris.
Hey, Chris. He says, my 2 favorite fish ladies. And Dwayne says, paying attention to you ladies, and uploaded the wrong video. I'm sorry, Dwayne. What is it? Rack it up for old age? Corona Ken said, good night, everyone. Sorry to leave early. Good night, Ken. Thank you so much. Ken's the one who gave me those really long plastic plants in the 55.
Yeah, okay.
And
that's nice.
He helped me out a lot. Sasquatch says, I'm subbed. Island Queen said bye. Gustin. Chris says, hey, JT, love the new intro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just got to figure out how to get it to my channel.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we're working on that. Okay, so you stopped off at the neon and the cardinal tetras.
Neon tetras, cardinal tetras, glow light tetras.
What's a glow light tetra?
They look like the neon, but they're orange.
Huh.
Orange stripe. And where the neon has the, like, right here it glows.
Yeah.
It's orange. It
Oh.
glows orange right there.
Are
Really-
they expensive?
Really pretty, no.
Okay.
They're not. That's why I have them, because they're cheap.
They're cheap.
But they are pretty, though. They look good in that
and
tank.
color.
Mhm.
Yeah, a different color.
And what else do I have in that tank? Let me think. I have Von Rio or Flame Tetras. They're red. They have red on them.
Those are pretty. Mhm.
And I have Rasbora Het. I don't know, the Het, whatever that. It's a long name, but they just call
Do
them
we just call
Rasbora
it
Het.
Okay.
Het. They
Het.
look like the pork chop. I think they might be the pork chop Rasbora. They look like
Okay.
a little pork chop. The black from the middle part back is black. Looks like a pork chop.
Okay.
I think that's what they call. I've seen that called so many different things.
Right.
But
and
I
then
like
every
them.
fish store names them different.
Named them different, but PetSmart had a grand opening where I live,
Mm-hmm.
and they had those fish for $1.79.
Okay.
And everywhere else I've
That's
been,
cheaper
they
than
have
a
been
guppy.
$3 and $4 and $5 for those. I'm like, I want all you got.
Okay.
So I was like,
So I got to go on a local fish store tour
Yeah.
with you. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I want to, I'm thinking about changing out some of my guppies downstairs. And because those strains are getting old and the strains get weaker after a
Mhm.
while. So, you know, it's time to go with something different.
Okay, yeah.
And that I'm getting the fever.
That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have so many tanks, because it's like, oh, that's pretty. I want that.
And all of your fish
Mhm.
are freshwater fish?
The one tank is a brackish tank.
Mhm.
The gobies, I have the bumblebee gobies, and one lone molly, and ghost shrimp.
How much water? Is that the 20?
That's the 10-gallon.
10 gallon? Brackish tank. How many gobies? 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. And
I
what
had
else?
6, but one of them
One of them died.
That was one of those. I've been looking at it for a while, like, oh, I really want them, but I don't know. If I
Chris
do that.
started you on it, didn't he?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
those. Are so cute. So one day I went in and I was like, I'm gonna get them. They've been here for 2 weeks. I've been watching them. They're okay. So I'm gonna take them home and put them in my brackish tank,
Uh-huh.
because there is another YouTuber that keeps those with a puffer in a brackish tank,
Mhm.
like Dan Hot Shoe.
Yeah, Dan does, and Chris
Yeah.
does. Chris, I
Okay.
think he's got
Yeah, okay.
a puffer, 1 or 2 puffers, or I've got it backwards. 1 puffer and 2 gobies, something like that. I
Okay.
forget.
So I brought them home.
Sherry
Put them
Swinney
in
came
there.
in.
Yay!
Hey, Sherry. Who's the special guest? This is my special guest, Gina Tucker Aquariums from Georgia. Angelo.
Sherry.
Angelo says, hi again. All I have a few minutes to chat, stopping to the drive-through on the way home. What you getting? Getting sup? Okay. Rob says, don't forget to show the Fish Fam love. A sub up for Gina. And he shared your YouTube channel. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
And then Dank saying, what up, KP? KP's in the house. Hello, Corey. Angelo, what's up? Dwayne says, Danks, sorry, uploaded one of the pieces instead of full video. And everybody's saying hi, Fishman. All the way down to Rob Hicks said, grab me a burger. And Fishman says, all is good. Order is all set. Fishman. Whose order? Somebody's order's all set. Chris Guston said, yep, 1 puffer and 2 gobies.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Angelo says, nice. I'm excited, Fishman. Okay, so Angelo and Fishman are sending each other an order here. So wonder what he's getting.
I don't know. It can't be as good as what we had.
You like what we
Cracker
had?
Barrel, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Crackle Barrel, and she had chicken and dumplings, and I had
Chicken fried steak.
chicken fried steak. Rod had
Fish.
the fish fry. Yum yum. Everybody getting hungry now? Cichlid 5 says, I might have to get a new aquarium because one of my tanks could have a leak, but not sure, but it's unfortunate.
That's
Yep.
good.
All of us hate thinking that a tank might be leaking, and especially if you walk up one and it is leaking.
Mm.
I check mine every once in a while when my evaporation levels start, dropping faster than usual. I'm like, oh God, something's leaking. So I start touching all the seams and go all the way around the base. I look for any cracks or anything, and it's just due to lack of
The weather,
humidity in
yeah.
the air, and so the evaporation rate. That's a good subject right there. When the air is dry, the evaporation rate is quicker in your aquariums than it is when it's humid. If you have humidity in your house, the evaporation level is slower because of the condensation constantly.
It makes it stay in the tank instead
Yep.
of, okay.
And all of my tanks are covered. All your tanks covered?
Mm-hmm. Well, no.
No?
One of the 29 in my fish room is open because of the light. It's the only LED light that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It sits up on the rim.
Right. It's got the
And
raised little bars on it.
I would need to get a piece of that. Tank was given to me, so it did not come with a lid atop.
Well, I have some extra.
So, but I actually like it without it.
Do you?
Because that's the tank that grows all of that salvinia.
Okay.
And it just, I like it. I had a piece of glass that I just had, put it on top and put the light on it, and it reflected the light so bad off of it.
You couldn't really
So,
see.
no, so I took it off and all the light went in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that grows on the top. So really, I don't really need one.
Okay.
And I like the way it just grows that so fast. I mean, I took out, I don't know how many handfuls last night and just threw a bunch of it away. I'm
Did
like,
you?
I hate throwing away live plants, but I've already got it in almost all of my tanks. I don't need any more. But I like the way the roots start growing down on
Mm-hmm.
that. So
And hangs down in the
yes,
water column.
yes.
Yep, I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Roast beef. Who said roast beef? Rob wants to know, how long are you staying with Susan, Gina? Until I throw her out?
I don't have any shower or kitchen sink. I don't know when I'll go home.
Who else was going through something like, Joseph in the Virgin Islands, when he goes to Chicago for the aquatic experience, a lot of people said he's not going to want to go back to the Virgin Islands because he'll have water, he'll have electricity, he'll have air conditioning, he'll have, but no, he loves his home. Paul's Discus is in the house. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for your part in the thank you video where you all showed your love to me. And everyone, if you're in here and I haven't personally told you thank you, the salute that you all did, the little channel shout out for Fish Fam Mom, I appreciate all of your parts in the video clips. You know, it made me cry. It made my heart so full. And I do it because I love, and you all make it easy to love. So everything we do it together, and that's what makes it happen. So thank you, Paul. He says, I love the Fish Fam. Just got my Fish Fam sticker collection and my own logo from Jadrin Aquatics. Fish Man says, Angelo and I are getting fish from Michael's fish room. All right. Cool. I want to get some fish from him too one day, but I have to decide what I want. Well, good luck on that, you all. Rob Hicks says, I was here starving for food, waiting for the stream to start, and you were out eating. Did any of y'all catch my live video I did in the car? I told everybody for the next 30 minutes, if you got something to do, go do it. So, Rob, you didn't catch that live stream to let you know you needed to go eat. Dwayne says, nope, eating roast beef, potatoes, and carrots.
Oh, that sounds good.
And I know Elaine probably put that together, and that's good. How's the flatlands treating you? Dank is asking someone. Cichlid 5 says, there's small pool of water every day, like 3 inches wide. It's been doing this for the past 2 days.
Sounds like it.
I would go to Walmart and get a plastic tub and put all of my fish in it, empty it out, do a cleaning and a quick siliconing, and let it cure for 48 hours and then start doing the water test. That's what I would do before it really breaks a bad leak. Because as they say, when the small leak starts, it gets bigger.
And you wake up in the night with
A flood
yeah,
and probably dead fish.
you walk in and there's
Fish
on the
flapping.
floor.
That's
Yeah.
not good. Have you ever had a busted tank?
No.
Me either.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to either.
No, me either.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Whew. Chris says, Susan, I was so bummed when I missed out on the thank you video. Oh, I was wondering if Keith could still do another video for those who got in late. I was hoping he would do that. He might. Paul's Discus says, you're welcome, Susan. The work you've done was absolutely amazing and warmed my heart. Well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, and I look forward to getting to know you more by watching your videos and chit-chatting with you here on live streams. Dwayne says, yes, I was sorry that I didn't get involved, Susan. Illness in the family and other things. I'm sorry, Dwayne. I'm praying that everything heals up and goes well soon, and may the Lord just comfort you all and strengthen you, because illness can affect everyone in the household, and I know God is your strength. King Lee says, we family, hashtag fish fam. That's right, King Lee. I remember when his first video came out. Do you remember his first video? It was so touching and heartwarming, King Lee. And you were one of the few who let all of us know your heart before we've got to know you personally. And now I can say, King Lee, that you are even 10 times the person that first video is. And I count it as an honor to even know all of you. Fishman says, thanks for the chat, ladies. Have to go. Good night. Good night, Fishman.
Good night.
Thanks for coming by. Rob says, that can be a banner, Susan, for you. I do it for love. Well, if you look at my theme, Touching Lives, one fish at a time, and that does have a double meaning, because in our faith, fish represent souls. And so if I can touch one soul at a time with the love that God has put in my heart and the love that we share with one another, this world would be a whole lot better place to live in. And this Fish Fam community is a good beginning, because we show lots of love to each other.
Yes, we do. Everybody is so kind and respectful, and I mean, every comment, I haven't had a bad comment from anybody. Nobody's ever been said anything critical.
That's
I mean,
wonderful.
You know, everybody's nice.
We'll live a little bit longer.
Well, on the Fish Fam in the world,
I know it, yeah.
I mean, I've had a great experience since I've been here. I mean, you know, who am I? But
really, from the Fish Fam, really there's no negative remarks.
No.
I've had remarks from people who act like they're part of the Fish Fam. I get spam messages all the time, and I have to go through my messages and delete or report them as spam and stuff like that. And you know, people who advertise their channel and they have other intentions with their channels that's not fish related.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Now, I have had somebody put a message in there, hey, I'm from so-and-so, with some kind of strange message, and I never click on that. I think it's something about, you should check out this music or check out this, and I'm like, this is not fish related, so I really don't want to.
Right. And there's 3 dots, I think, over to the right, or a trash can or something, and it gives you a drop-down menu, and you can report it as spam, you can delete it, or you can report it or something. And you have 2 or 3 options. And you can delete any comment from your videos.
Okay.
I didn't know if you knew that, but you can.
I've never really.
As long as it's your video.
Okay.
Okay? That's considered administrator power. But I agree with you, Rob. That's a sweet little banner. I do it for love. Victor says, sorry, I'm so quiet on the phone meeting. Still listening. You ladies are doing great. Thanks, Victor,
Thank
and
you.
thanks for your support. And get your job done. Thanks, Tanks. Just found my first baby shrimps. I know that's exciting.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
They've been in there for a while. You just couldn't see them.
Yes.
So hyped. Yep.
I remember that day.
Congratulations. Yep. I found one time when I had some ghost shrimp, and it was crawling on the outside of a breeder basket that I had in a guppy in, but it didn't last long. The other guppies found it for lunch. But that was exciting. Chris Fish Room, how long did it take for your baby shrimp? Thinking of buying shrimp. How long? Probably to have babies.
Yeah.
That depends, doesn't it? Because sometimes when you buy a shrimp, it's already buried up, and then sometimes you don't have enough ratio of males in there with the female, and I guess that could take months, couldn't it?
When I got mine, I ordered 10. He sent me 12.
Mm-hmm.
And one died, and then another, which I understand.
Right, acclimating.
I wound up with 7. 1 male and 6 female.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
he had fun.
Oh boy, okay. I was like, go babies, oh babies. So, and they did. And I remember the first time I saw babies, I was doing something because it was in my living room beside my 29. Remember? And I would have to get down on the floor on a stool with a magnifying glass and look at my fish. And my husband used to make fun of me, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But they're so tiny that I wanted to see them, not just see a red thing. I wanted to see what they look like. So I was in there one day, and then here's this little clear thing moving around. I'm like, oh, it finally had babies. Oh, babies. Well, look. I was like, come here, look, there's babies. It's so cool, and I love.
And it's hard when you don't have someone as excited as you, because, you know, I know your feeling. I do. I know your feeling. And, you know, Rod supports me, but he's not interested in it.
Right.
And so when he gets tickled at me when I get all excited, like, oh, babies, I have babies, honey, I've got babies. And he goes, okay. He goes, I've got subwoofers. I said, yeah, I hear them. That's cute. Wow. Yeah. So it can take, you know, Dank says I had shrimp about a month. So it can happen within that month, or it can happen within 2 months. Depends on your acclimation. It depends on how you're feeding them, whether they have enough coverage. You know, they love to hide and burrow in lots of thick grass and rocks and challah and driftwood.
And it depends on how old they are when you get them.
It does.
They have to mature before they.
Right. You could have juvies.
Right.
Like you brought me juvies, so it'll be a while. Yeah. Just like these were juvies. They're going on 2 months now, and the females are really heavy. But I only had one female who was squared off, and I know King Lee is still in here, but I feel really, 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 really bad because when I was doing the water change, one of the girls got sucked up into the tube, and it bruised her and twisted her spine. So I don't know if she's doing okay or not. No, she's at the top. We'll have to get her out. So I'm losing him, so they need to have some babies. But anyway, that happens in the hobby, but I am really, really sick at myself for that because they hardly ever swim up into that tube. So anyway, back to shrimp and back to the chat. Moving on up in the world. How long did it take? Okay, Angelo, Big Easy's in the house. Hello, Mark. Angelo says, all right, everyone, I'll catch you later. I'm just getting home, going to eat with the family, and I'll catch you all later. Love much. Thank you, Angelo. Enjoy the dinner with the family because the family is important. So, Everybody's saying bye to him. And Dank says, I'm hooked. Sitting on the floor, face 1 inch from the tank.
Yeah, I know. It takes a fish person to understand the
That's
fish
it.
person.
We can strike some odd postures.
Yes.
Sasquatch says, I do that a lot, Dank's tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And Dwayne says, gotta love shrimp, Dwayne says. Okie Rogue says, get ready, Dank tanks. I bought 5 cherry shrimp about 5 months ago, and now my 20-gallon looks like a red glitter bomb exploded. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 months, okay. I mean, within the 5 months, he's got an explosion in his 20-gallon. Love them. Need blue dreams now. Oh, yeah, I've seen those blue dreams. Wasn't it Lucas that had them? Or Rob? Who had those blue dreams? I've seen them. I thought it was Lucas. Could have been Bob.
I watched so many videos. I don't know.
Me too. I lose count of who I'm watching. Chris says, when I set up my first salt tank, I would sneak up on it at night and flash the foam light in to see the critters crawling on the live rock.
Yes.
I think we've all done that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have salt tank, but even in my freshwater tank, sometimes I'll sneak up on them at night, see how they sleep. Some of them sleep at the top, some of them sleep on the bottom, and they act like they're dead when you turn the light on, and then you give them 15 minutes, and they, like, probably like me when I wake up, it's like, my eyes are open, but I'm not awake yet. Kingley says, no worries. It happened to me before also. And if you need more, just let me know. I got you, Susan. Oh, Kingley, thank you so much. He is a, just kisses, kisses, kisses. Dr. Redpill says, I sometimes have my breakfast in my little fish room so I can watch my fish.
Yes.
And as Jenna saw when she came up on the porch, that is my favorite place to sit and drink my cup of coffee in the morning. And it's been 53 degrees, and I'll wait till it warms up to about 64, 65 degrees and go out there and sit. And my goldfish are adjusting really well. And she got to hand feed 2 of them, and they were coming up to the top, ready to eat. Well, is there anything else? I know we haven't gotten to all of your fish yet. How about your Apistogramma, Cockatory, Flash?
I have the fish on my logo. I have him. I need to name him. I've been thinking about what can I name him.
Do a live stream and take a vote.
Name.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
okay.
let the fish fam name him.
People name him.
George, Fred, Henry.
Yeah. I have his offspring. They're a pair and a 20 long. And the female that I put in with him, she died yesterday.
Oh, she just didn't make it, huh?
No, I was on the 2nd round of treatments, and she didn't.
She didn't make it.
You
Sorry
know,
for your
and
loss.
I watched him. I don't know if she had something wrong or if he did it. Because he would come up to her and just kind of
nudge her
like that. You know, he didn't hurt her, but he was a lot bigger than her, which they're a lot bigger than the females.
Yes.
And he would just come up with his mouth and kind of like that. I'm like, did you stress her to death? So I don't know, or maybe I mean,
it happens. It can happen, and especially, you know, even I was lucky when it came to pairing up those angels, because you know they went through some love fights, and I watched him take 3 scales off of her. He hit her so hard, 3 scales popped off right in the water, and I'm like, okay, buddy, I'm watching you, and they kind of like did their lover spat, and they separated from one end to the other for a little while. And then she started coming around him again, and he eased on out, and you could see that they were tense with each other. And then all of a sudden she came up, and he just nudged her, and she said, okay, we're okay. And they've had 3 spawn. Is it 2 spawns or 3 spawns? They're getting ready for their 3rd spawn, because they were cleaning the pot off today when I was down there feeding them. So I can't wait till you see it.
Yes.
She hasn't seen that fish room yet. And I can't wait. I've got to film your face when you see how big our pleco has gotten.
Okay. huge.
She's the biggest thing in the tank now.
Now, how can you tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Well, I'm not very good at sexing, but because most of the gouramis are female, and the angel was a female, and when I look at her, because of the girth on her body,
Okay.
I think females get heavier
Okay.
than males do in, around the girth, so
Okay.
I assume her to be a female. And her colors are changing. She'll go from almost solid black, then she'll get a light chocolatey, then you can start seeing her spots, and her tail fins, her caudal fins, have these beautiful spot rays on the top, a top ray and a bottom ray. And then she's got some light shadowing in her body that at first I'm like, is that fungus or something on you? But it's just her coloration.
Okay.
Oh, she's beautiful. But she's going to outgrow the 55.
Yeah.
So are you ready for 150, 175?
No.
So I can bring her back home?
I thought I wanted one that big, but I don't want one that big.
I need
I
I sometimes have my breath. Okay. Kingley says both LRB and Flip has the blue dreams.
Okay.
So, okay. I probably saw them at both places. Thank you, Kingley. Rob says, hi, Dr. Redpeel. Dwayne says, male apistos can be mean, but when they have fry, the female often will kill the male also.
Well, my pair that had the babies,
the female died, didn't she?
Yeah, she died. And I had no idea why. I mean, they had babies, they were doing fine, and then one day she's
just
dead.
laying there.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, and
well, birth can be stressful too.
Right? That's what I thought.
Just never know. There's so many things that could be the cause of that. Your water qualities, tank aggression. A lot of times, the stress of protecting the young could have stressed her out. You know, we just don't know. Dr. Redpill says, I'm angry at my babies currently. I moved some bristle-nosed plecos around, and my baby, JD, which is, I forget, Jack Dempsey, was grabbing them by the tail. I moved him to my Aussie's bass tank, and the bass decided his tank is only for him.
Wow.
Yeah, you've had all kinds of aggression come up. I wish you the best, Dr. Red Pill, because, you know, a lot of times you've got to slowly introduce something new into the tank, and then your back could be turned, and all the peaceful tranquility turns into death. Dwayne Kitchell says, ouch, the joys of fish keeping. And then, of course, Kingley's chiming in saying, oh no, Dr. Redpill. Rob Hicks says, fish have their own plan going, Dr. Redpill.
Yes, they do.
And then he said, my Aussie bass almost killed him. Now the bass suddenly doesn't like the bristlenose plecos that have been in the tank for ages with him.
Wow.
Yep, it can spur an aggression where there was no aggression. Just like my first time I put my betta in with the guppies, he was fine. But the longer he stayed in the tank, he started dive bombing and hitting them, and they were, all the guppies started hiding. And I said, okay, it's time for you to come out and get your own tank. Because once a fish starts showing aggression, they very rarely go back. It's almost like I've had a taste of blood now.
Yep.
So
I like this. Dive bombing.
Dive bombing.
That's fun.
You ought to see this. And that one over there, the orange one, he hates snails. And he will flare at them and do some kind of body switching in front of him. And then he rams his body against the snail on the glass. I'll be sitting here and hear something hit the side of the glass, knowing he's hit the snail, and the snail is dropping to the bottom of the substrate. Sometimes they make it, and sometimes they don't. So if you want to get rid of snails, send them here, and my betta will kill them for you. But then I had to do a water change because you have too much snail die off.
That's a nice tank.
No, thank you. That's one of my first 5 gallons that I bought. This one was given to me. They're 5s.
Oh, that's better than.
I'm sorry y'all can't see them, but
Oh, sorry.
we get
Getting
distracted. We're women. We have rights. We can get distracted. Um,
So somebody's asking me, what's the story on the elephant on your channel?
oh, you got to tell it.
I love elephants. I have elephants in my living room. People give me elephants. I like elephants. I collect elephants. That's what I collect. And fish. I like elephants. I was playing around trying to put something on my page, and that was the only picture. I really didn't have a good fish picture, and I saw that and I thought, hey, that'll work. That'll fit there. I like elephants, so okay. I have them in my car. When I pulled up, Susan's like, oh, I see your little elephant there. I was like, yeah, I got another one there, and I got one on the tag on the front of my car. So, yeah.
And what does it stand for you?
I just,
They're a big beast, and they have a long memory.
their memory, they have a great memory. That's where it came from, a memory like an elephant. They really do have a great memory. They have emotions. They can grieve.
Yes.
They can have hatred, but they also can forgive people.
Yes.
People, what people do to them.
Right.
They're very, very social. I've read books about them, like when the matriarch takes her herd to find food or whatever. It might be 30 years since she's had to go that way, but she remembers that how to take them. And when they come and see bones of dead elephants, they all handle it and they stand around it and they're all quiet. And I know that they remember who that was. That's so strange. They remember who that was, but it's like they're just saying hello, you know.
Yes.
And they all go around and they protect their young. They do not let any other animal, and they help each other. If you'll watch a baby
when they're
distressed
selling.
and they get it out, and if you go watch a video of a male African bull charge, that is the most awesomest thing. I personally wouldn't want to be there in front of them.
It's intimidating.
Yes, but that is so wow. I mean, just the power of
for them
that.
to be considered a large, ugly beast, they're not only helpful, but they show family characteristics that even we as humans could learn from. Yeah.
And they could sneak up on somebody for such a large animal, quiet, and you would never know that they're there until they're right there in your face. I could tell you a story about this man's book that he moved to, I can't remember what part of Africa. When he died, those elephants came up to his house. They did not know that this caretaker died, but they all showed up the day he died to his house. And they haven't been to his house in probably a couple of years because he had
so they're kind of like spiritually attached.
Yeah, and they showed up at his house when he died.
Awesome.
It's just amazing. I just really love them.
that's what the elephant stands for in Jenna, and as you can see, the emotions in Gina as she is explaining what this elephant stands for in her life. It's a very esteemed animal, and has lots of love, lots of family care and mothering and camaraderie, kind of like the fish fam.
And the woman leads the group.
Okay.
That's just a funny thing.
Okay, we lost how many subscribers? Let me see.
I'm just kidding. I had to say that.
But yeah, the woman is the dominant.
Matriarch.
Yeah.
And they throw the bulls
But nobody
out.
messes with Daddy.
No.
But anyway, he said he never knew this before, but there are like 40 or more different kinds of elephants in the world. And Island Queen said hi to Danny. And Hop Art Studios in here. Hi, Elise. How are you today?
And
Danny, hello. Oh, he came back. He was signed in first at 4 o'clock. Hey, Danny, welcome back. I'm glad you were able to come back. It's 5:35. Is there anything you wanted to do live, or you want to do it private?
Yeah, no, I want to do this live.
Okay. She wants to do this
Yes.
live.
I made something for you. And
Go ahead and show it.
let me tell the story of this little fish right here. I went to Hobby Lobby to find a apple for my lesson in my class that I teach on Friday night at my church. I teach 4 through 11-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing a story of we're the apple of God's eye. So I wanted a apple that we could paint because they love to paint. So I try to find any excuse to paint because they love it. And I like it too. I paint every time. I keep everything I do.
Very crafty.
You ought to see my craft room. Everything that we've ever done, I keep it. I always do one for me.
Mm-hmm.
So they had these little fish, and they look like goldfish. They just a generic fish.
Right.
So I got all of them that they had. I thought, I'm going to do something with this. So I've been randomly looking at people's stickers and their channel logo and trying to paint that. And I will eventually, some of y'all will get some in the mail.
That's sweet.
You know, so leave your address somewhere in my commenters or no email, and I will try to do one.
Do you want to put your email up there?
Yeah, and it's not going to look exactly like your logo because of the fish, but I took your sticker, see your fish, and all the colors, and I tried to match your fish.
That is so cute.
And it does look kind of childish.
No.
But, you know, I mean,
I love it.
you know, so this is your, and it's got your name on it. You can see it
It's got
there.
SLC Aquatics on it.
Yeah. And
that's sweet.
this is a gift.
What is it, 246?
246
at Gmail?
at gmail.com. And I will try to make.
And she will try to make your.
If you want one, you might think this is too childish. I don't know, but I'll put your name on it, and it's actually a magnet.
A magnet.
So
Thank
this
you.
is a gift. So just wrap. You know, so open. See what it.
Oh, I have to tear this open.
Yes. Yeah, you can tear it open.
I tell you, y'all have just blessed me, blessed me, blessed me.
And I put that on so you couldn't see what's underneath it.
Oh.
You could see it through it there.
I gotta just tear it.
Yeah.
Hurry up and tear it, huh?
She will never make it through the story.
Sherry says she will never make it through the story. Being emotional.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, she's covered this up, you guys. Oh my gosh. How did you do that?
You send a picture of your fish, and I cut it out. I had to
That's
do
my
it twice.
blue-green
Yeah.
Moscows.
And the way it was sent to me, and I had to send it to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really get all of the pictures, so I just did the best I could and cut it out as close.
Uh-huh.
And this I stained and paint or whatever and on there. I wanted to put a clear coat on it, but I was afraid that it would make that warp.
Yeah. It would change it.
So I just left it like that. So
Thank you so much. I'm gonna
you
have
can
to
hold it up. You can put it on
pin
the
it.
wall.
You hang it on.
Okay, yeah, because you're the fish fan mom.
She told me she was working on something for me. Isn't that wonderful, guys? Hop Art says, oh, that's beautiful. Very cool. Oh, how pretty. Wow, that's so cool. She spelled it wrong.
It's
It's
mom.
mom.
Aw.
That's cute, Dr. Redpill. Bloody Americans. Maybe we'll put mom and mom. Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Jenna. Oh,
You're
that
welcome.
is just so sweet. And I love the little fishes. And it's a magnet, guys. It's got a little magnet on the back. To Susan from Gina. And she dated it. See, she's smart. I've always told my kids when they do things to put the date on it. Very beautiful
Yeah.
stuff. Jenny Lee's in the house. Hey, Jenny. Good to have you.
I tried to do it like your
The little fishy
his
there.
eye
the
and
big
the
eye.
color, and And it's got black outline. Yeah, I tried to do it like
You did it great.
I mean, it's not the same shape, but it's the same color.
Well, it'll mount on that filing cabinet right there. On the side. Want it? Nope. Yep. Yep. All right.
Cute. He's cute.
Feels like my birthday. Feels like Mother's Day. Oh, it's Mother's Day.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're
I don't know
welcome.
where to. Like I said, I can put it where I can see it, but I need to put it where everyone can see it. And I may have to really dress up. When she sees my fish room downstairs, she may help me find places for these things. Because I have a lot of wall space down there that needs things on it.
Here too.
And I've got some artwork coming from Priscilla that Rich sent to me. And he said he's like Pittsburgh fish guy or something. I can't remember what his YouTube channel is, but he won one of the gifts on Bob's live stream when he wasn't there, and Corey and was it Rob that was on the stream, and Rob gave away a starter shrimp thing, or maybe it was Bob's. It was all Bob's. But anyway, he won some prints from Priscilla MK Art, and so I've got some of her art coming too, which I'll have to buy frames for. So I'm thinking about really dressing up the fish room downstairs, making it Susan. So Susan for SLC Aquatics. Thank you so much again, Jenna. Oh, this is just adorable. And she is so crafty, guys. I'm trying to talk her into doing an Etsy store, so we're gonna pray about that. We're gonna get some product going, and just like Priscilla is doing her art there, and I don't know if anyone else has an Etsy store, but I'm not that crafty. I can help once you give me the idea and the supplies. But anyway, she said, I love your fish room tour, Gina.
Thank you.
Cichlid5 says, do you know any aquarium fish that naturally live here? And I guess they're from Canada.
Okay.
Okie Rogue says, mount it right below the starfish behind me. Okay. Will be in every video. Thank you, Okie Rogue. That'll work. I may even take the starfish down.
And put it right there because that's where you can see it.
It's right above my head. Yeah. That'll work. Rob Hicks says, I think you need a studio to stream in now, Susan. You're getting too big. Oh, am I? I'm trying to shrink. It's not working. I got to do, you know, the camera adds 5 pounds to you.
Oh, God.
We're in trouble. Let me see if I can stretch the screen. No?
You're okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can skinny it up. No, that doesn't work. Okay. I think you need a studio. Okay. Jenny Lee, yes, sir, ma'am. Person. He's hitting it all.
Wow.
And Jenny Lee says to Dr. Redpeel, I'm taking a break from making YouTube videos at the moment, but I'll be back soon with more videos. Yes, Jenny Lee, I understand. I watched your last video explaining why you were taking a break, and you know you've been in my prayers, and I'm praying for the family, and I'm praying for everything to work out so that you can soon be back stress-free, except for your fish. And, you know, because even though fish are relaxing, things can go bad that stresses you out just as quick as it relaxes you. So, you know, but the reward is once it gets back into sync, it's relaxing again. So, Okie Rogue says, Susan, big as in popular. I know.
He said, not what I meant the best.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. But we're getting ready to wrap this up for now. We will be back live later tonight when I start showing her some things on the laptop. I might even be back here before, as long as we get in here before bedtime. And at bedtime, we go downstairs and probably be up all night on Google Hangout. Okay. But I'll create the event, and so that you will get some notification when we go live again. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Jenna.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming
Thank
and
you.
being with us as my special guest today. And hopefully she'll do a fish room tour video of my stuff, and she'll edit it on her software and upload it later. I've got video of her pulling in my driveway, and I was giggling like a kid, so it was cute. I'll probably put that as a short little intro on this visit. So we'll try to film each other.
I pulled up and she's at her mailbox. I thought, well, how sweet. She's letting me know where to turn in at. And then I saw her camera. Thought, she's just filming me. That's all.
I was filming her coming down the road. Jenna's here! Anyway, it's exciting meeting YouTube family members, especially Fish Fam. We appreciate everyone who came out tonight. Don't forget to share this video when it posts and leave your comments. And don't forget to email Jenna if you want to have one of your little fish logos done and mailed to you. She said she'd be glad to do that for you. I guess this is United States only, or are you going to be able to ship it to Canada?
I don't see
If you put it in a flat rate envelope, it's only just a couple bucks.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
shouldn't be much. It's very light.
Yeah. But anyway, we love you guys. We thank you. And we will see you later. So this is Susan for SLC Aquatics.
And Gina Tucker Aquariums.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I got to get back to my work. We're still live. We're still live. Okay.